These are videos of my trip to South Africa. I went there on a build for Habitat for Humanity and spent 7 days in Cape Town and then 3 days on a safari. It was snowy the day I left. I spent the night at the Holiday Inn before the flight so that I could make it out, and I was one of the few ones to make it out of Dulles Airport on this snowy, miserable day. Made it to Cape Town. It was about 90 degrees out when I got there. And
Sunday morning, got up a little early.
Beautiful weather the whole week we were in Cape Town. A little bit warm. One day it was windy.
It was looking east.
This is a view of Cape Town from up above. Some low hills that I hiked up. In Cape Town, we spent a week with Habitat building 4 homes for
towns nestled in a little
poor individuals.
Down to the harbor.
There's a lot of poverty in South Africa, and we worked hard making those buildings. But we also had fun in Cape Town. We did some trips. One day we went up to the top of Table Mountain, and this is a video from up above. You can see how big a city that Cape Town is. A lot of things to do there. You could take this trip to Table Mountain. You could go to the beach. There's Robben Island, where Mandela was held prisoner for 27 years. The group got together one night and did a sunset cruise. It was really windy. Oh, we came back from the cruise, and this is just a video of what the waterfront looks like in Cape Town. They have a lot of restaurants, great shopping mall, and people just out having a good time. Then we took a bus trip down to the southern point of South Africa.
Get your maps out. That's the Cape Point, and you swing around this way. We're at the southern tip of Africa, and right over there is the Cape of Good Hope. Can't believe I made it.
Then we're off from Cape Town up to Thorny Bush Game Preserve. All right, here's my lodge, Waterside Lodge in Thorny Bush Game Preserve, right in the heart of Africa. We had this water hole, which we had a deck we could look out on. They had swimming pool here. They have chalets. Each room is as comfortable as you could want it to be. Outdoor dining. If it rained, they had indoor dining. They had a common area where you could sit out and have an open bar, have drinks. I'll tell you, life is good at Waterside Lodge. But man, I came here to see some animals, and we saw plenty of animals. You can see here some lions strolling right by our vehicle just after sunset. Nearby there was a pride of lions. This guy, he's like the king of the pride, but there was another poor fella who stayed about 40 or 50 yards away. He was the subordinate male. Every time you get a little closer, this guy would like hop up and give a big roar, and that guy had to run off. Felt kind of sorry for the other guy. Then there was this leopard one day. I thought by looking at him we'd catch him chasing after some prey, but you know, he was just prowling around. And just when I thought he was going to pounce on something, he just laid down. But, you know, life can be short and fast in Africa. These water buffaloes, they're supposed to be about as mean as you can get. The young ones look really kind of cute, but the old guys, you know, they look at you and you think twice about angering them. It was said as long as we stayed seated in our vehicle, the animals wouldn't bother us because they couldn't figure out exactly who or what we were. They could smell humans were around, but by sitting down, we didn't look like any humans that they knew. So the biggest and the most steadfast rule was stay in your seats. They had a lot of elephants here in this game preserve. One time, this elephant walked up from behind us and walked so close to the vehicle that if I had stuck out my elbow, I would have nudged him right in the ribs. Well, this was interesting because at one point this whole herd of elephants came strolling out of the woods there. They kind of looked around, and then this guy, he gave some kind of sound or command, and the next thing you know, the whole herd of elephants just paraded out of the woods and sauntered right past our vehicles. Very interesting to watch elephants because if they come to like a big bush or a small tree, they don't go around it. They just go right on through it. Come on, buddy, catch up to everybody. We also came upon giraffes rather frequently. These are they're really funny looking guys. I mean, you know, they're just built all wrong for any kind of animal that you want. You can imagine, you know, these long legs, big body, neck that sticks up so they can get the leaves at the top of the trees. And then they'll turn and look at you like, hey, what are you doing here? But they don't look like they're going to give you any trouble. They just look curious. Our guide said they're kind of the hippies of the jungle. They just kind of do whatever they want to do.
Oh, they are both female?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Have a good look around, buddy. Tell me what you see. Zebras were actually hard to get pictures of because if they notice you're around, they'll take off. I did this with a zoom on the lens, but you know, they never, if you come across them in the roadway, they would just take off and head off into the woods. They said they have big bellies because they can't digest food very well, so they pass a lot of gas. They just thought, oh, here we go. These are like the top 5 ugly animals. These warthogs, I swear to God, you know, they've got faces only their mother could love. Here's the 3 little young'uns. That was the mother that you just saw wandering off. She actually came over and checked and made sure her kids were okay, and then she wandered off to eat some more. Ran across rhinos too. This little rhino here, he's only about a week to 2 weeks old. Cute little thing. Just kind of stayed real close to his mother the whole time that I was watching him. All right, that's pretty much of the videos. I have other videos. I've got about 500 pictures. I'm going to try to get them organized and then put them out for everybody to see. Trip home was kind of a drag. It was 16.5 hours in the air from Johannesburg to Atlanta. Got home in time for another snowstorm.